Alright, I think I'm live. Although notification hasn't popped up, but other sources tell me that I'm live. Yeah. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ark, and welcome back to some more Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. We're still on the first game, and should be able to complete episode 3 today. It's gonna be a long trial though, most likely. So let's just jump right into it. October 20, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Hear me? No more extensions, no more shenanigans. Find out who done did it. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Again, for, what is it, the third time now? Yes, I believe so. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. I hope so. Edward seems a bit on edge today, I should say. Good one, Phoenix. What, no one else thought it was funny? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. Oh, well, thank you. You know, I hardly get witnesses to actually cooperate at that point. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Look, I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Ugh, Edgeworth, you pontificate? No one said anything. How did you know? Enough about his pontificating, please, Miss Vasquez. Give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder, please. Nick, I think she did it. I know she did. Let's make her pay. Okay. Well, if she's guilty, I'll just catch her with her pants down. Oh god, no. Don't get that image in my head. Witness testimony. The day of the murder. She is definitely suspicious. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van? Whatchamacallit? There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Wait a second. Uses van to drivers. But she specifically said she wanted to avoid the monkey head, right? So the monkey had fallen at that time. How did she drive to Studio 1 with that in the way. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. The last day of the trial. Let's do it. Yeah, thanks for your moral support there, Maya. Anyway, so the end of trailer, low before noon. Okay, nothing suspicious there. Meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. Do I have anything? No, I don't think so. Rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. This part seems suspicious. Hold on 1 second. So you had Sal take you, right? What does that mean? Did he do it? Did he take you? It means what I said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Short-term memory, sorry. So nothing strange about her fatigued part, or nothing we can prove about that. Took a 15-minute break. Wait a second, when was the break? The break was after the monkeys had fallen, right? Sal and I had T-bone steaks. I think that T-bone steak is strange. It's sus. Do you have someone who can verify that you and Sal ate T-bone steaks? Sal? I mean, someone else? One person is enough. If she were to commit murder during that break, then she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak, would she? Do I have some evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak? Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard, I think she's pretty used to being the boss here. You know, also a boss of a mafia. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere. You think you could help out a little more than that, Maya? Just a little bit? Yeah, let me see my evidence. Can I press her on that again? Nope, it's the same. Steak plate? Should I try presenting that? I don't know if that would work though. A sleeping pill? No. Let's press this then. So did no one leave during that meeting? That makes sense. How you doing? Yes, no one. So you're sure that no one left? Could you give me a little more info than that? Yeah. It has been a while. Took a little break from streaming because games and holiday season games. And yeah. I'm back with some Phoenix Wright. We're on the 3rd case. And the last day. Objection. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Please stop banging on your little desk. Hurts my ears. Yeah, Thanksgiving is coming up. Black Friday sales, maybe. How dare you call my desk little? I'll bang on it all I want. Do I need help? No, I'm fine. trying to be methodical here. Hold it. And when exactly did you get taken to Studio 1? I've forgotten. Could you try remembering, please? You can't just say you've forgotten the chord, can you? I can, and I will. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, Edgeworth, you're better than this. Let's see, 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Hold it. What were you doing during that time? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you said, I don't know, in a court of law, they'd be like, well, what are you doing here then? I'm pretty sure they would politely say, could you try remembering a little harder? Actually, I think in a real court of law, I'm pretty sure, like, the prosecutor or someone like that would have a talk to the witness to make sure that they can properly speak. Which they don't seem to do in this game. Hey, don't hit your desk. The sound irritates me. Yeah, only I can hit it. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. That's how I ate T-bone steaks. This is the only suspicious part. But how can I prove anything? Do I just present this steak plate? Oh. That worked. Aha! Just as I suspected. You claimed that you ate a T-bone steak, right? But I say that you didn't. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Well, take a look here. It's a plate? Yeah, this plate I found on a table in the employee area. As you can see, there's a large bone left behind. Because it's a T-bone steak. Oh, interesting. Wonder what kind of laws Germany has. Let's see. Yes, Mr. Wright, I can see there's a bone. Need I remind you the steak was a T-bone steak. Yeah, I'm getting there. Remember. Drinking age 16, good to know. Now, just remember, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella were eating at a table outside the trailer. And yet, oh, look at this. There's no bones left on the plates. Now what could that mean? Miss Vasquez? Now, tell me, how can someone eat a T-bone steak and eat the bone at the same time? Just swallow it all up, huh? I think I know what happened. You ate the bone too. No. The logical conclusion is you didn't eat any steak during that break. Yeah, my throat. I need a drink. Oh, that is an interesting law, which I can somehow see Germany doing. I'm pretty sure they love their beer. If you think about it, it does make sense. You know, weaker alcohols aren't too dangerous as long as you drink within consumption, within reason. See, Ms. Vasquez, I think you took your steak and threw it somewhere like that conveniently placed incinerator. Ooh. Her expression changed for a moment there. Ah, yes, the Bavarians. I see. Then, if Miss Vasquez wasn't eating her steak, what was she doing during that break? Do I need to spell it out, Your Honor? She was picking on... No. She was meeting the victim, dressed up in the Steel Samurai costume. The order? Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the victim, dressed in the Steel Samurai. And then that's when it happened. You killed him with your own hands. Yeah, that's right. I know what you were up to, lady. Mr. Wright, is that a little presumptuous? That's a very firm declaration of murder, accusation there. Objection. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yeah? That's what I said, right? Yeah, I'll never get how you carry 4 beers on one hand to a table. Just, like, I mean, I don't... I've seen it, but... It's just so reckless. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring like all the others. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Oktoberfest. Oh, yeah. I wonder if someone would even carry the beer, like if a woman was carrying the beer using her chest. Have you ever seen those memes of the girl trying to carry a cup or bottle using just her cleavage, and some failing to do it, whereas others are just like, oh, it's not that hard at all. I imagine that would be happening during Oktoberfest. Beers in each hand and one in the cleavage. Yeah. Alright, Vasquez, time to take you on. Well, good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes, it was. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. I have yet to... The court has yet to actually ascertain your gender, ma'am, miss, madam. Well, answer me, how could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? To be honest, I don't think she could really use it, could she? It was broken though, but... She's very confident. So if I say I think I could, she'll easily shoot that down, wouldn't she? And I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using a giant steel spear as a weapon. And pretty much anyone would, unless you were an action star. My point exactly. You see? See, yes? But that has no bearing on this case. You're meaning? Oh, the samurai spear wasn't the murder weapon then. What? Classic bluff. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Actually, I thought the spear was found right inside of the victim's body. Well, I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. How can we prove? Most spears carried a 2. 27? Wait. I thought that was a question mark. No, that's a 7. Holy crap. Someone carried 27 beers? Oh. How can I prove that the spear was not the weapon? I think only this thing, right? Because that's another kind of spear. Or I could also try to present that spear. Oktoberfest beer carry, right. I think I need to present... Nah, the photo seems like I'm jumping ahead in conclusion. Let's present the spear. Here's my proof. Look at the so-called murder weapon. That is the murder weapon. No, I'm getting there. Hang on. See, remember, this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, right? Someone had to hurriedly fix the spear. It was the security lady, right? She fixed it with duct tape. One of the strongest binding materials known to man. Now, tell me though, is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this poorly mended spear through the chest? Right through all the little bones and meat and stuff. The order! Order, I say! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. What? Are you talking back to me? God. Andrews can never have an obedient witness, can he? Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Wow, 27 big half-liter glasses. Well, Mr. Wright, we ask you again. Can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I think I can tell you. I mean, would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Honestly, I would, but this time I'm more confident. Well, yeah, but, you know, your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Yep, it's definitely gotta be this photo. Take a look at this photo. What is this? Why, isn't that Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs? The order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Don't make me turn this trial around. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? Well, this photograph is from 5 years ago. See, there was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. Here's a photo taken by paparazzi of that very accident. Do I know the new New Yakuza? Yes, indeed. I know about the new Yakuza game. I've been playing it for a bit. I've actually played through most of the Yakuza series. Yep. The new game is certainly pretty crazy. I already got like a Nancy Chan, the crawfish, as a pound mate, and she is pretty fun because not only does she do like AoE damage with a chance of poison, but her cost is also really low. It's only like 1,000 yen. Is your first Yakuza game? Okay. Well, you are definitely making a very deep, like, leap into into the Yakuza games. Because, like, well, I know it's technically supposed to be a standalone game, but it's got, like, 6 or 7 previous titles. Yes, Nancy becomes a poundmate. Nancy the crawfish. If you complete her little side quest, she'll join you, and then you can summon her. Nancy is, yeah. I don't want to spoil the game too much. I'm not even that far in it myself. I think I'm only on chapter 4. But how do you summon a crawfish? I don't know. How does a crawfish even pick up the phone to answer the call? Yeah, maybe I'm on chapter 5. Yeah, he probably is, yeah. See, not a word of this was leaked to the outside. This unfortunate accident taken right here in this photograph. It's a close-kept secret at the studios, even though a lot of people seem to know about it. Well, what does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Edgeworth. Why and how do you pay a crawfish 10 bucks? I'm not sure what to tell you. I think maybe it's just like a delivery fee or something. For whoever like rushes Nancy over to you. Oh, poor little Edgeworth. You still don't see it, do you? You see this man fallen in this photo? You see how the fence post has pierced him right through the chest, huh? What? No. It can't be. Are you saying? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. What happened 5 years ago? Well, you just gotta repeat it. And there it is. It happened again. Mr. Wright, please continue. Wait, I thought the judge should say, hold on a second. Order in the court. No, he's just like, no, Mr. Wright, please, you have to continue. What were you saying? I need to know. Well, it's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder, right? And Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. And that's when she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say at the moment. Oh, she's starting to sweat there. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer? He died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Yep. A little poetic if you ask me. Although I guess the term should be, the right term should be ironic. Very creative, Mr. Wright. Very imaginative. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. Yes, I admit I have a very imaginative mind, but do you deny what I said is the truth? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How on earth could I have disposed of the body? I'm still working on that. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume. There's not enough time, frankly. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I think she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance? Well, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there's a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. I mean, she practically gave us this evidence earlier in her testimony. That little van there. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Ha. You played yourself there, lady. If I recall your testimony, there was to be a rehearsal afterwards. I went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Yes, you used the van to carry the body to Studio One. And then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Objection. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? That's a hard question. He could be, because she is his boss. Or he could just not be aware. But I'd probably have to say he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. He lied to us the whole time about her eating the T-bone steak with him. Everything. You know, the body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. But two people working together to carry and change him into a different costume could be possible. Don't forget, they also had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume, right? They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Which, case in point, we never actually found that costume, huh? They probably burned it in that small incinerator. You see this little incinerator? It can fit so much stuff. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Huh. I lose, you win. It was fun. What? I win? That... No one's ever said that before. So what do we do now? Oh, don't question mark me. You said I win and you lose. Don't you have anything else to add? What would you like me to say? I lost? I mean, preferably I'd like a confession. Didn't I just say that? Wait, so... but, D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Right? Isn't that what she means? Am I crazy here? I'm not crazy, right? Who can say? Oh, I am crazy, aren't I? Are you really sure I killed him? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. In the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Yeah, right, that's what I do. But that is still only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting to the decisive proof, huh? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Penny for your thoughts, please? I'm currently still trying to process some things. also resisting the urge to pound my desk? Of course, it's as the witness says. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm here. I haven't been needed this whole entire time. Certainly, it does seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof. Huh, Edgeworth is hesitating. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Can I get her to testify? Testify again about what? Gotta get her to testify about something. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? I don't think that's possible. You should give up, Mr. Wright. Just think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. And that's the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What could possibly change if I just said it again? Something could pop up. You would just ask the same questions, get the same answers. It's a waste of time. Damn it. I've come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, I see. That kind of seems like something Phoenix would do. Objection, Your Honor. I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? What do we have to gain by repeating those last several minutes? Mr. Edgeworth, you're a little strange. I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Yes, wow, this is not like Edgeworth at all. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. I'll allow it. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. So, Nick, why did Edgeworth just... who knows? Maybe he realized that she's guilty? Yeah, but wasn't he the one that said that he always gets a guilty verdict? And now after all that, yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. Edgeworth. I think Edgeworth is just a tsundere after finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. His assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes, then I went home. I see no issues in this testimony, Mr. Wright, if you'd like. Okay, Nick, I think we're close. Real close, I think. I mean, she's acting tough now, but, she's sure to falter somewhere. She's gotta have a weakness. She's gotta find the key you need and twist it into her guts. Just stab it in there, twist it out, rip out her guts. Right. Oh boy. Let's see. What do I have with me? Autopsy report. Right. Powers photo, guide map, spear. Monkey's head. At the glory camera if I would. I don't think there's anything I can see. I'll just have to press everything then. Hold it. So what time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. So when exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes, mind you. Do I need to press harder here? Yeah. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. So? Then you could have put a hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? Did he just call me... Did she just call me a boy like Kratos did? The witness will continue her testimony. I guess there's nothing there. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Hold it. So, Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Why didn't anyone go call him? Remember what? The 15th of November? No, remember there was a dead body laying in front of us? You expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough, especially when I accused you of murder. I don't think I need to press harder there. I'll just hold off. I mean, she'd just blow off anything I had to say anyway. So I immediately called the police and Power showed up. Okay. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. Silent, completely silent. So we stood there till Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Wow. Dead silence. Just like here. Hey, Nick? Why did everyone go quiet? I think someone should do something to lighten the mood up. This one is definitely weird. The security lady was pointing at Powers? Old bag, right. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Let's press a bit harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera? She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of it. Okay, hold on just a second there. Why did you ask to be left out? Yes. Seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. Yeah, I can see that. You don't like talking, but you can't just decide who the police can and cannot question. Well, thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. You mean covered for you? Or covered it up for you? Must've been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals in black suits helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Back to the trailer to get my script and directions. Hold it. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. Wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, but... Wait on a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why would you not bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, does that make sense? What? Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? That's my job there. Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. And also, subsequently, finding the dead body. Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation, yes. But I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move against their own witness. Are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. But I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is on my side for once. Huh. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. It better be a good one. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left him behind. Hang on 1 second there. Where's the note about... Let's press this. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? Huh. You have to find something to peg this on our ear, or everything we've done until now will be wasted. Come on, Nick. I believe in you. You can do it. Yeah, the only thing I can do is try and present like this. Nope, that didn't do anything. This one. Objection. You knew that Hammer was injured. But don't you think that's a little funny there? I mean, it was supposed to be the Steel Samurai who was injured, was it not? It was Will Powers. What? Yeah. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. I mean, she clearly said yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. And that's what she clearly said, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? Yes, someone was injured in the run-through that morning. But that person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammers. So why would you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? I think you saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila, but you saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but Remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg, just like in this photo here. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers at the time. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. So, Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you confused them. Everyone else thought that the person in the costume was Will Powers, so they didn't find anything wrong with his limping. But you didn't know about Will's injury. You saw Hammer limping, so you assumed that it was him after you heard about the injury. At least I think that's what it is. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, what you gonna do now, Vasquez? See you sneak into this. Very well. I have a question for you. I ask the questions here, lady? God, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why can't they just admit when they've been cornered? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. He was a valuable personnel. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Well, yes, now that we bring up the motive, she is lacking. Why would she have killed the victim? There's a reason it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? I don't think I can prove she had a motive. Nick, wait, you can't just say it. Saying you can't prove it now is admitting defeat. But what proof do I have? I don't care if it's impossible, you have to fight. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Perhaps it's this one? Take that. This is my proof. This is the photo from 5 years ago, yes? This photo reveals the motive in this whole murder case. I'm right, aren't I? You know it, Miss Vasquez. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the rug. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Well, nothing to say to that? You know, ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. And that wasn't all. You, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change and stupid kids shows. Which brings us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yep. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. Almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Well, it's simple. She had no motive. To be honest, she had no motive, Your Honor. What? What's that now? see, it was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Self-defense? What is this now? I've never heard of that. Yeah, I know it's a foreign concept here in this court, but Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. I like the music they chose. The Steel Samurai tune. What? What? Yep. Your Honor, the evil magistrate had been a puppet this whole entire time for a bigger evil, but he had had enough. That's why he took up the Steel Samurai costume and decided to confront her. You see, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills, and he snuck into the dressing room to steal his costume. Then he wore the costume to fool that security lady into thinking he was Powers. Also, he could make his way to the trailer, and for what purpose, you ask? Well, to kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh. She broke her pipe. She broke it? You don't have a spare pipe, do you, huh? So, you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez, what? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Oh. She had a relationship with the victim Manuel? That Mr. Hammer killed? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. And you're sure about this, like you lose, like you're not gonna... Oh, okay, good. She lost. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever, despite being found guilty of murder. I see. Man, women are scary. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? No, it appears you have brought about yet another miracle in this very courtroom. Thanks, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Sure. Yeah, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yeah, boy. That is all. This court is adjourned. Ooh, let's get out of here. October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay there, buddy. Yeah, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad, you know? Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, I could show you some evidence. Here's what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because, I'm not sure, actually. I guess he wanted to win against you, so the scrapbook. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Yeah, Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. You know, the kids love the Steel Samurai, so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point here, but to be fair, Will would have made a pretty decent villain. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. Yeah, so am I. So am I. Hey, congratulations, WP. Yeah. Well, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty, bloody costume and... Wait a second. It was burned, wasn't it? Huh? Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, it's Edgeworth. And he's got a scowl on his face, as always. Say something, Wright. Go on. I'm not good at small talk. What? Are we making small talk here? Too bad, Edgeworth. Huh. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? I wanted to thank you. You know, Vasquez could have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar? Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Wait, again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. And here come the ships. Here comes all those dojins. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. A little bit of excitement. Aren't those kind of feelings necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Gonna be kinda hard when our workplace coincides here at the court, you know. That's all I came here to tell you. And he vanished. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend or something? What, friends? Not as if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? I guess, for now. What? You mean you guys are gonna move past that? What kind of relationship are you going for here, Nick? Why do I get the feeling I'm being left out of something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? What's your history? That's for another time. So the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It became the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh god, the Pink Princess. He made it real. Nick, look, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You gotta trade with Cody and that assistant, get all the ultra rares. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I doubt it. Don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Are you saying Will is in that costume there? As the Pink Princess? Oh god. The dreams of so many children are just waiting to be shattered. Brand new episode has been added. Well, that's it for the third case, or episode. The case of the Steel Samurai. So, thank you everybody for watching and hanging out with me today. I appreciated it. And we will resume the last the fourth episode case of Phoenix Wright. See, technically this is supposed to be the last part of the first game, but the first game was remade for the DS and it includes a bonus fifth episode. So this is technically not the last episode for the first game, but it's kind of a conclusion, at least, as you can see from here, the conclusion to Edgeworth. So, join us for that very conclusion next time here on the channel. As I'm saying, see you later. I hope you have a good day, everybody.